What's good? What's good? What's good? That's way up in my face. Hold on. What's good? What's good? Just come in and check in with you, man. Drop some more free game on you today. Some more free game. I want to talk about history, man. I've always kind of considered myself a somewhat of a history buff. You couldn't tell it by my grades in school, though, man. But I really didn't develop a love for history until after school, after high school, after college, and got to doing my own research, man. And I've always been uh, what you could kind of classify as a people watcher. I've always watched people, always studied patterns of people in my environment around me, and I've noticed a lot of things, man. And if you really pay attention, man, stuff always seems to repeat itself. Economic trends, fashion trends, everything you see around me, man, that you see around us is just a repetition of something that might have happened 10, 15, 20 years previous. The cycle is just coming back around to us. And a lot of us aren't aware because, we go about our daily day-to-day business, worried about what we're dealing with at that particular time, not really looking a little bit deeper into what we're seeing. And I just kind of want to touch on that, man. It's like right now, like you say, you see what's going on over there in Europe and stuff like that, and how it's affecting us over here in America, right? And there's a trend coming. If people that know me, man, I've been saying this for a couple of years, even before stuff jumped off over there, man. I saw the price of everything going up. I saw inflation going crazy. You saw COVID, what I mean? And like you say, even with that, you have these I guess you could say pandemics come through a cycle. And after pandemics, things usually come after those pandemics, which is usually hard times, or a form of what they could call, say, a winter time. You know what I mean? Because if we're sitting here, we're talking about patterns. Like you see patterns in nature itself, man. Like you see, you have winter, fall, winter, spring, then summer. They come every year consistently. And life goes that way too, as far as life cycles. Either your personal life and, like you say, your financial, your economic lives. So, like you say, we just came through this pandemic. We're actually trying to come out of it. And because a lot of stuff was given out, to try to keep the economy afloat, it has affected our economic system, right? Prices of everything going up, money's going down, right? So, and also not to mention job loss. And I'm not necessarily talking about lower end jobs. She's always going to have those lower end jobs, even though they're kind of in danger, but they'll never go anywhere because you're going to need to keep those class of jobs around. What I mean? Like the lower end service workers, like say the fast food and stuff like that. I'm talking about the middle class jobs. People making say 50,000 up to about 100,000, 110, 120,000. Those jobs, man, those jobs are starting to disappear if you're paying attention. They're disappearing. The people at the top 1%, those jobs are stable because those type of people know how to create money, how to create income. A lot of them, they're not necessarily getting it from a job; they're getting it from other means. That's always going to be there because they know how to see opportunity and they know how to navigate and to maneuver that and to make it have it benefit them. I'm talking about the average everyday worker, the person that's making 50,000. You remember, you figure shit, maybe about 5, 10 years ago, man, you was making 50,000. Yeah, you was doing okay. You were doing okay. Now making 50,000 years right now, man, you almost impoverished, dog. Gas prices just shot up. The price of food is ridiculous, and now they're sitting there talking about food shortages, right? So what are we prepared to do? You know, like I said, there was a time where I sat right there in that middle, right? There was a time I went through hard times, man. Hell, I didn't have any money. It was a time where I didn't have a roof over my head. You sat there and I figured it out. I figured out that I had to find another way to provide for my family outside of my normal regular everyday 9 to 5. Sat right there on the sofa in my living room. And I sat there, and I kind of discovered drop shipping. Didn't have any money. Well, I tell you this though, what I did figure out was I learned how to source stuff. And pretty much break it down to you, man. I went, bought a domain name. Didn't have money for a website, but I went on GoDaddy, bought me a domain name. Went on an app. I went on not Alibaba, what's the app? Ally. Went on Ally. Found me, sent some direct messages back and forth. Found me a good supplier that had good reviews and that was willing to drop ship. Right? Again, I didn't have any money for a website. The domain name cost me about $3-4. Took that domain name, I went for free on Instagram, set up an Instagram page. To match up with that domain name I got, copy and paste some pictures off of my supplier. Boom. Selling off of Instagram. Sat there, researched, learned how to use hashtags to get organic traffic. Within a week, I made my first sale. Ran through there. I went, found me a niche. I knew who the biggest spenders of money were, which are women. And what do women like? They like to look good. So I went into that niche, found me a product, found me a source, ran it like that, ran that play, started making money with no money out of my pocket. Figured it out. Like I said, that was about 5-6 years ago. You know, I've kind of learned how to scale it up and doing a lot better because at that time I was collecting money through PayPal. And anybody that knows that have ever sold any products online, you know PayPal is not always your friend. You know, PayPal can be kind of sketchy for the business owner. Good for the consumer, for the honest consumer. But, you know, there's a lot of games being made that can be ran against business owners using PayPal, man. And PayPal isn't always our friend, you know, and also that way I learned how to use different other vendors to collect money, you know, when selling products, when I was doing my drop shipping, right? Had to find another way. At the same time, maintained my 9 to 5. It did not affect me, you know, and that's when I learned the concept of being able to make money while you sleep, right? Going from what's the phrasing that they use, man? Trading time for money. You know, you kind of switch from that and you learn how to make your money work for you when you're not working. Start develop that compounding. You know, that's what it is. Going through that journey, you know, I've gone online for several years and sold many other different products, man. But it's good. It's really a good thing, man, because you start to learn your time freedom, and which is always good when you got family, you got kids, and you like to do what you do. You can learn to do that online. That way, where you don't have to go out there and sell anybody personally. You know, a lot of people are introverted, man. They scared to talk to people, and that's cool. You can still get your bread. You can still sell. You can still get your side money. You can still sell without having to talk to someone personally. Like I said, a lot of people are introverted, man. Hard to believe. People say I'm introverted. I consider myself an introvert, man. You know, people see me all the time. They find it hard to believe when I say that to them. But man, most of the time when people see me, they see me alone. You know, I love everybody, but also, you know, I was the only child. I'm an introverted person, but I still found a way to sell and how to get what I need to get done, to set up other things to offer safety nets in times that are coming. You know, I'm well prepared. I developed the skills that I need, you know. Like I said, with stuff coming, stuff about to be hard, man. We got a winter season coming. I know the calendar says it's supposed to be getting warm, man, but I'm talking about your finances. It's about to be a winter time in finances, man. What are you prepared to do? What can you do? What skills have you developed to protect your family in a financial windfall? You know, and like I said, also along my journey, you know, you learn to meet up with like-minded individuals. I have a mastermind that I attend every Monday, 8:30 p.m., where we get together and we talk about certain things. We kick game to each other. different processes, emails. Like I said, if you're in sales and you offer a service, you have to be able to keep in contact with your customers because you want your customers coming back. You don't want to be a one and done system with your people, right? You don't want someone to come to you, do business with you one time, and you never see them again. You want to be able to keep that customer coming back, and you also want them to be able to refer people to them. There's a whole process that comes with that, man. And we talk about different ways to do that, different inexpensive ways. Of course, like when you're first starting out, your finances might be a little low. There's a lot of free ways to do that to get free organic traffic. Um, but eventually, you're going to have to spend some money, right? And you don't want to waste your money. You want to be able to have the training and have the resources of people that could show you the right way to do that. And that's what I got with, and that's a lot of the topics that we discussed, man. How to best utilize your resources to get the results that you need. I do that, and like I said, there's free training every Monday. Group of like-minded individuals. Um, if you want to come sit in, take a look and see exactly what it is that we talked about and how you can get involved with that, send me a message. I'll chop it up with you, man, and see if it's a good fit for you. You get your invite coming this Monday. You can sit right next to me here on that Zoom call. You don't take up much time. You're usually in there for about an hour. Say what we need to say, chop it up back and forth, and get out there and then apply what we learned, man. And most of the stuff that we talk about can be applied that same evening on the same day, you know. And a lot of the resources that we share with each other are free. Again, it just sounds like something that's interested you. If you see what's going on around you, if you see the price of everything going down, they're talking about food shortages right now. If you know you need to get a war chest together, but you don't necessarily want to do anything that's going to take you out of your house any more than what you're already out of your house, shoot me a message, man. We'll chop it up. I can get you a seat this Monday and start putting you on some game. That's it, man. What's good? Later.